Hello everyone, my name is Maha Zainab and today I am going to start a new session about learning Python language. And before moving towards anything else, let's define the objective of this class. Today the objective of this session is to minimizing the line of code by using list comprehension. And the question which I have picked for you is counting the numbers in the given list. Basically we'll count the negative numbers. The basic task of our today's session is to know how many negative numbers are present if we are given a particular list. So before anything else, let's define a function with let's name it count negatives, and we'll have a list in it. A normal approach which a student usually do is define a function for loop for num in nums if number less than 0. Oops. If number less than 0, make a count. Negative is plus equal 1. But before that, let's define it in the upper section so that we can access it later, and let's give it default value 0. If the case would be true, the negative number will be updated with 1, and at the end we'll just return negative. This is the normal approach most of the student used to do. Let's call this function count negatives, and let's give a list. Let's say the same list which I have mentioned in upper section: 5 comma -1 comma -2 comma 0 comma 3. Let's execute it, and as you can see, it returned 2 as the list has 2 negative numbers. Let's increase the number of elements. Let's say 15 minus 10, 18 minus 145. Let's execute this function again, and you can see that it has returned 4 negative numbers as in the list. But the drawback of this code is it has at least how many line of code? 1 2 3 4 5 6. It has 6 line of code, which is too much. Let's minimize our code by using a simple in 2 or 3 lines. Let's define another function. Let's name it count negatives 1. It's just a name, nothing to do with the logic of the code. So let's return for I for nums, for num in nums. But we want if num less than 0, but we want to return this number. We want to return that number, but as already know that this is a list, so we'll return list, not just a single number. Let's call this function count with the same question which we have solved earlier. Negative numbers 1. What is it? Count negatives 1 is not defined, but okay, basically the name was not correct. Okay, as you can see that in this question it has written this list of the numbers, but what we want to make a count. So let's write the built-in function, which is the length. Now it will give us the return as the length. So as you can see that we have minimized our code from 6 line of codes to just 2 line of codes. Another way, this is one way to approach the question. We can minimize the even the length of the code. Let's define another function to make it more simpler. Let's count negative 2. This is another function to handle it more comprehensive way. So let's return another thing, which is let's return what we want to return. It would be a list, right? We'll say num for 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 num in nums. If no, we don't need to write if, we just write number if the number less than 0. Just return it will return the number. Okay, uh, let's call the same function again. Same, basically we are calling with the same list. So as you can see that is it has returned true false in now what we want to know exactly, we want to make a count. What we'll do, we'll write the built-in function, which is the sum. It will count the true values. As you can see that we from a 6 line of code we define it in a 1 line, and then we'll come up with the new idea to just minimizing our code. So this was today's objective. I hope you'll understand, and I'll come with another video. Hope you like it. If you like, make sure to subscribe for another amazing content.